Oh, good morning, everybody. Today is going to be a really long day. We have, well, first right here I have my beef lard that I rendered down yesterday. So I need to get it into some jars. I need to finish moving my dirt out into my raised bed gardens, and then whatever's left out of the raised bed gardens, we're going to put back here for this garden back here in the back. And also today is culling day for roosters. I need to get all this done before spring hits and gardening season hits because it's right around the corner. I typically plant at the end of March because that's usually whenever we get our last frost or our last freeze. So I'm trying to get all this stuff done in a timely manner. We'll see if it works out. Knowing my luck, it's not going to work out. I feel a little bit better today. If you hadn't seen the other videos, I've been having a little bit of health problems this past week. But I feel a little bit better today. I guess the antibiotics are kicking in, and kind of doing what they need to. So hopefully with me feeling a little bit better, I'll be able to get my stuff done like I'm supposed to. And we can just keep, moving along. Typically, whenever I'm sick, I don't stop moving. I keep moving. To me, if you stop moving around and you stop doing things, you just stay sicker. So me, I get up, I move around, I do what I need to. Because I don't have time for all that stopping stuff. Plus, my ADHD is really bad. So, yeah. I'm like a freaking jackrabbit. I'm all over the place, y'all. So, let's get some of this little crackling stuff out. I will probably put this into a pan and cook it up for the dogs. I don't want anything to go to waste, and plus they love their little snacks. They love their little snacks. Oh, Adina. Tell you what. Unfortunately, even though I do feel better, my back hurts because I haven't moved dirt like that in a really long time. So, I don't know. But luckily it's almost over. I've almost got all that dirt out. Come on. I need to actually get out a couple more packages of this today and do some more because I don't think this is going to hold me over very long. I'm also, you can see that I'm taking it out with this that has the holes in the bottom, but I also have this that I'm going to filter it through also. Just to, keep some of the crackling stuff out of there. Supposedly, if you leave like the cracklings and stuff in it, it'll make your lard go bad faster. That's what I heard. I'm not sure. But I want to show y'all. I can't find my other stand, guys, so bear with me. Ain't that a pretty golden color? Yeah, I'm having to use a different stand today. I can't find my other one at the moment. All right. I wonder if I should have got let me see if I can find my bigger thing here. Not in that one. That one might be too big. So, these little things, you can pick them up at Dollar Tree. I like them. You can pick them up at Dollar Tree. They're like $1.50, but they do what they're supposed to. Should have brought my dinner. Oh, easy. So that's one. That's a pretty golden color. I really like that golden color. It's very early this morning, y'all. I don't even think it's 7 o'clock yet. Up doing stuff already. Early bird gets the worm. Definitely an early bird when I want to be. I don't know how many, I guess I could go to the bigger jars. I got a big one here. Let's see. Whoops, almost forgot this. Did you get that fire going or no yet?
Well, it would help you. You didn't make it run out, really?
Huh? I'm not the one who did that. I told Michael not to make that run out and he did.
Yeah.
We're trying to make a fire outside, guys, so we can have some breakfast out on the campfire. But we're out of like lighter fluid or something. Hey, you can use alcohol. Oh. Worst case scenario, you can use alcohol. And in my bee box outside, there's like those little things, you know, that go to my smoker. You might be able to use those too.
No. It's going a little bit, so let me use more of this stuff.
Y'all don't see that man very often, but that's my husband. He doesn't like being on camera. Oh, let's see. Gotta get over here in my stash of lids. I think I'm gonna swap over to some big containers. I don't want to have a whole bunch of small ones. Can't wait till canning seasoning starts, y'all. I'm ready for canning season. Ready for my jalapenos. I really pray to God that this year that we get a good harvest again, like we did last year. I really do pray to God for that. Hopefully I'm not boring y'all too much. There we go. I might add lids. I think you're not being a very good supervisor this morning and helping me out here. Well, I got 4 so far. 5, excuse me. Apparently I can't count this morning. Well, I made a mess on this counter and that counter too. But this is what we got. It almost looks like honey. It's not honey, but it looks like honey. That's another project I gotta do. I gotta check the bees. I got all my swarm traps out, but now I gotta check my hive, my active hive, and see if there got any swarm stuff happening. Hopefully not. That's what I got for now on those. 3, 6, I got 8. No, 3, 6, yeah, 7, 8. 7, 8 of them. Which is not too bad, y'all. Not too bad at all. In the midst of everything for today that I have planned, we had to have some breakfast. So we thought that we would bring some out here on the fire today. I think food tastes better when you cook it outside. We got sausage, gonna make some refried beans, we're gonna make some eggs, we're gonna put it on a hoagie, and we'll be good to go. All these garden beds are finally filled. Can't wait to put some flowers in there. Hello everybody, Acre of Love Homestead here. A little quick update. Yesterday we did cull some roosters. Unfortunately, I didn't record that. It's okay because whenever we go in the house, we're actually gonna do a small video of putting everything up in the freezers and get everything bagged, you know, and so forth. I did want to bring y'all out here. I have some dirt out here. Well, I brought some of my dirt that I had left over and put it in my garden area that I'm going to do out here. I'm going to try to till this under today because it's going to rain this week. and I really need for this to kind of soak in, and I need to try to get some more of this grass out of here because I don't want that grass growing again. I really don't want to have to put a great big black, the black gardening, what is it called? Like a tarp looking, I guess. That way the grass won't grow through. I don't really want to have to do that, but if I do have to buy some, then that's fine too. But I really do need to get all this tilled in. I got new batteries now. Hopefully it'll last a little bit longer than what it was, and that way we can get a little bit further along. But we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna go in the house, and well, first we're gonna clean up this area over here where we have all of our stuff that we did yesterday for culling those chickens. I need to get all that kind of picked up, so might be a lot of cleaning in this video. And then we need to go inside and clean our little pot out here. I got my chicken down in this bucket here, and then this is the one that I do whenever I bag like the rooster, like the whole chicken, and stuff like that. So we'll go in the house and do that. But first we're gonna get this area right here kind of straightened up, and then I have a little surprise for everybody. We did go and get a new addition to our homestead, and he's working out so far. Trying to make sure my mic was on there. And I hope everybody's gonna like him because we definitely needed him after the incident that happened the other day. And I'll explain that to you whenever we go and see our little surprise guy. Luckily, I feel a little bit better. I'm slowly getting better. Antibiotics are, kicking in, I'm hoping. Unfortunately, those antibiotics do make me dizzy, so I had to take one of my vertigo pills just to, stay undizzy. But I am so ready for springtime, guys. I'm ready for spring. I'm ready to get the garden going. I'm ready to get all these chickens moved over. I got my quail cage in. I ordered a quail cage. I got my quail cage in. I need to get it put together, but I need to get me some different wiring to go around the bottom of that quail cage, because I don't want snakes and all of that stuff to be able to get in there and after my quail. Just gonna put this over here. So I do got to get me some more wire for that. And then also, I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to put wire all back along the bottom of this, because our little friend, I think, can fit through these, and I need to fix that puddle. It's not on there tight enough. I think our little friend is going to be able to fit through all of that, and I got to get back out there and straighten all that back up again. Whenever you live on a homestead, it's never clean, I'll tell you that. There's usually always something happening, so it's never clean. Like you can tell all this mess here. I was too tired after we did the culling. I was too tired to clean it. So we're cleaning it today. Tomorrow I'll go back to work. We'll see how busy it is at work. Hopefully be able to get me some hours, because I got quite a stuff I still need to buy around here. I still need to buy the water system for my garden beds in the front. Still need to build that and buy that and build that, because I don't want to be standing out there in the summer this year holding the water hose. Well, that was pretty quick. Just need to move it's gonna rain, like I said, it's gonna rain this week, so this stuff's gotta be picked up anyways. And then, after I get my tiller, all that stuff tilled, we need to put that tiller back up underneath the shed, so I do not want it to get messed up. Take this apart, clean out all them feathers. Well, dadnabbit. These little things are awfully dinky. So we have this machine right here, and it's a plucker is what it is. What you do is you put your chicken, you put your chicken down in your hot water, and then you put two of them down here, and they spin together, and it knocks off all the feathers. And after you're done, you got to come through and clean out the feathers. What I want to invest in is a scalder. Look at all them feathers. Why am I stuck? There we go. So you have to get out all these feathers from the bottom, because if you don't, it doesn't spin anymore. And I forgot to put a 5-gallon bucket underneath there to catch all that stuff. It's okay. I'll throw it over there in the burn pit thingy. Oof! Probably just get the water hose and wash all that off. We did, I think it ended up being, because somebody gave me 9 roosters. Unfortunately, they escaped from their cage. So there's 4 of them still running around, so I didn't get to do those 4. But I think I did about 8 roosters. So if I can ever catch them other ones, that's 4. But I want to keep one that's out of there because he looks like a Araucana rooster. I would like to keep him. As a matter of fact, he's over there in that corner as I'm talking. There's actually 2 of them over there. I think they'll stick around. I'll be able to catch him eventually. I'll have the dog get him. But yeah, so, and then I still have 3, because I'd like to keep the Araucana rooster and put him in with my females and get those, and leave one of those and then pull one of them out. Because there was just too many in there. So there's actually, I had to pull 2 more of them out because there's still 3 of them in there. If I could catch him, have the dog get him. That'll be another culling day, I guess. Oh. Probably just put all this over there in the little burn fire thing we had going yesterday. Or actually, I'll just stick it down here and go throw it in the dumpster. It's probably better, because that's got chicken heads in it. I don't keep the chicken heads, then the dogs won't eat it. Culling chickens is not one of my favorite things to do, but sometimes it is necessary when you have excess of roosters. Need to find a rake. Pick up this trash. Oh, today's supposed to be 80 degrees, but that wind is awful. No wonder why people stay sick all the time. I need to get in all my cast iron pans too. And I gotta give them chickens some water. Still got quite a bit of stuff to do. This is not gonna be perfect, so I'm not worried about it. Oh, why is that stuck around a water hose? Come on now. Okay, let's see. My plan too eventually is to I'm gonna get some water hoses, some extra water hoses, and some like the 2-way or the 3-ways on them, and that way I can have a water hose out there by the chickens, and then I can have a water hose out there by the pigs. Supposedly I have a lady coming to see one of the pigs Monday, maybe tomorrow, I don't know. Guess we'll find out if she shows up or not. Yeah, really take the water hose to that, seriously. Okay, we'll throw that in the dumpster later. Get all this, hopefully all this will fit. Whoop, that's why that bucket needs to go straight in the dumpster. It's sun rotted. All right, we'll definitely take that in the dumpster later. I'm gonna get the water hose and rinse this out. Maybe, if I can find the end. Don't know why that water hose is going that way. It's one of my pet peeves. I really hate having to drag a water hose around. Well, that was pretty dumb. Yeah, I really don't like dragging a water hose around. It is not one of my favorite things to do. Come on. Rocky, I don't need help pulling the water hose, buddy. He thinks he needs to help do everything. I'm gonna go ahead and top off the cow's water. Maybe. Pretty sure I got it turned on. What am I stuck on? See, that's my pet peeve right there. Cannot stand it. And you would land right in an ant bed. Come on now. Is this thing on? Yeah. What's the problem? It's on. Maybe it's got a kink somewhere. Who knows? There's no telling with these water hoses. There it goes. I hear it. I think I hear it. Get these cows some water. Oh, let's see. Something's coming out of it. Roy, stop chasing that chicken. Watch out, Rosie. Let's fill up your water thing here. Still haven't got the baby cow yet. Apparently he's still got 3 more weeks. I'm kind of looking forward to getting him. So we moved that shelter and made it bigger. I gotta go to the store today and get some stuff to put on it. Keep it from raining. Like I say, it's gonna rain all this week. What you want, Melissa? Huh? I need to pull that cord, don't I? And I gotta tighten that thing. Let me tighten that thing right quick. Man. See if I can get close to that. Hi, Steve. You're still here, ain't you, too? He's supposed to be going to the butcher, but their trailer messed up. Still messed up. So, he's still here. Any moment in time, I'm waiting for the lady to just change her mind and be like, okay, I can't do that. But what you doing, Steve? You're fine, I ain't after you. Where you going, Melissa? Not after you neither. I have the wrong shoes on for this. Most definitely. Really? Come on. Why is this not doing what I want it to do? Hello. Aggravating. Hopefully that ain't moving the whole one on the bottom. No, it's not. Actually, I think it is. No, maybe not. Okay. I don't like whenever these water hoses have these things on them. Can't tell if it's doing what it's supposed to or not. Oh, hi, Steve. What you doing? You gonna let me pet you? No, I didn't think so. They'll come up to you if you got food, but they don't want to be loved on, I can tell you that. Whenever I get that little male, I'm gonna halter break him and make sure he's friendly. I wonder if that's gonna, who knows. Hopefully it'll work. Is y'all's water filled up yet? Yes, it is. All right, nice. Well, I'm gonna flip y'all that way because, all right, let's clean out this thing. Man, my nose. Rocky, I already told you I don't need help. This probably ain't gonna come super clean, but as long as I at least get some of them feathers out of there. Now, I think you can take these little nipples off. I think. I've never done it, so I don't know if I want to take stuff apart and not know how to put it back together. Okay, now really, water hose? What are you doing? Really? See, these cheap water hoses are not okay. They're more of a pain than anything. All right, I think that's good enough. Nope, nothing still leaks. It just went off and it still leaks. I might have to put that other water hose back on there. Let me turn that off. I might have to put that other water hose back on. I don't want it to be super muddy when I do that. And this is my ADHD. I'm all over the place. I need a twin. But I need a twin that can do everything I can do. Okay. All right, everybody. We are back in the kitchen with our chicken. And we're going to start laying some of this stuff out here on the counter and start sealing some of it. I'm going to put some in my sealer. And then we're going to put some, like the whole chickens, in the bags, if my bags are big enough for these chickens. One of these chickens I plan on possibly putting it to cook today. That way maybe we can have some chicken tacos or something for dinner. I parted out some of them. Now mind you, I'm not a butcher, so some of these, you know, they look a little wonky, but that's all right. You know, you're just going to consume it anyways. So, yeah. And I'm going to rewash this stuff. I will rewash it off. Some of them chickens were kind of skinny. I don't really necessarily like parting them out this way. But I did. I'm going to wash these off right quick. Get them kind of patted dry. And then we'll use these for meals in the future. I say, doing chickens is not my favorite thing to do. I probably could go buy chicken for what it's worth from a local farm or something. But if I've got excess roosters and nobody buys them, I got to do something with them. I gave some of the wings to the dog. They just weren't enough to keep. Like I say, some of them roosters were kind of skinny. And I got my water heating over here in that big black pot. I guess I gotta turn that off. Hopefully this does not pop a hole in the sealing bag. Anything else down there? One more wing. All right. You know, I think my favorite thing to actually cull and to, you know, all that stuff, can't necessarily say what I want to do with it, but was goats. I did like goats. I did like, you know, the butchering of the goats. Because it seemed to be easy. To me, it's easier than chickens, sadly. You would think it wouldn't be, but it is. At least to me it is, anyways. But that right there, guys, is what we got. What we got from our roosters that we did. I'm going to put some of that, like I say, in that sealer way over there. So I'm going to try to get y'all closer to me here so y'all can see that. Whoa, no rocking back and forth. And before anybody asks, yes, that's sitting on the counter, and I've already bleached that counter. Well, I bleached all of them, actually. And you hit seal. Come on. There you go. Having issues, apparently. All right, let me get actually some paper towels because I'm going to pat some of them dry. Hoping that that bone right there is not going to pop a hole in that. That's what I'm hoping. So pieces like this, where it still has the breast on, see these breasts were kind of skinny. Like I say, that was a skinny rooster. A couple of roosters I had. And with these right here, we can just pop them in the oven and or boil them and take the meat off, or you know, whatever. Make chicken salad. I should put that as moist, and I didn't. Come on. There we go. I should have put it on moist. I had it on dry. Probably why it took so long. But there you go. That's you some good old chicken right there. I'm going to put 2026 of March. So 3. And we'll put chicken. Just in case. Because I have stuff in my freezer that I don't know what it is. Because I never put a date on it. Or a name on it, I mean. These little sealers, you can find them on Amazon fairly cheap. And this box of paper, whatever this stuff's called. Yeah, you can find it on Amazon fairly cheap. I wonder if I can fit 4 in one of these. I probably can't. I might be able to try, just so this can go a little faster. Turn it this way. Let's see what that does. I don't know if y'all can see that sealing it up. It seals it up fairly nicely. I like that little sealer. And that's how you know it's sealed. And there you go. See, we'll put our 2026 of March and chicken. Okay, where my back is itchy. Hopefully y'all can still hear me, and hopefully my mic's still working. Uh-oh, it's getting low. In a minute, we're going to talk about our newcomer on the homestead while that water's heating up, and why we have a newcomer on the homestead. Oh, there's another one of those. I could have put that in there. I'll probably put that in with the wings. Just do 2 of these, and then we'll put all that together. We don't eat, I mean, we eat chicken, but it's not like an everyday meal type of thing. Come on. Okay. Make that one a little bit bigger. I got my TV going in the background. I probably should have turned that off. And I'm back. All right. Got a new paper towel. Oh yeah? All right, last one. I have a feeling that might not seal like I want it to. Can usually, I've been using it so long, I can usually tell the sound. Come Come on. Help get some of that air out of there. Come on. Might have to start all over. Okay, well, what we'll do is start all over again. Sometimes if you don't get it on there just right, it just won't do what it's supposed to. There we go. There we go. Come on, come on, come on. Don't tell me you ain't gonna seal. Okay. And there we go. More chicken. That water might actually, that water can't be too hot because it won't work. All right, now let's go talk about why we have a newcomer. And that's him. So, I got him yesterday at a Walmart parking lot. What? Come here. I know. What is it? Come here. Well, come here. Come here. Where you going? Where's he going? Oh, there you are. So he is a Great Pyrenees mix. He is mixed with Labrador. I got him because the other day we were actually outside, me and my son, working on the cow shelter. And a big hawk came down. And it tried to take off one of my chickens. I'm talking, this hawk was probably as big as a vulture, guys. I'm not over-exaggerating. He was a big, big hawk. So luckily I feed the ravens. So if you feed your ravens in your area, like eggs, kind of keep them, fed with stuff. They'll eat bread and eggs, stuff like that. They will get territorial around your area. So the ravens in my area are very territorial for this area now. And they came down and they ran that hawk off. They ran him, I don't know where they ran him, but they took him that way. But I decided it was time. Since I had problems last year with all my chickens, something getting my chickens, that it was time that we needed a guard dog. Because Spike, only thing he does whenever he's in that area behind us where the cows and the chickens are, he fights with the dogs behind us, and I can't have that. I'm not saying that this guy's not going to do his job and do the same thing. So either they're going to have to put up some kind of a fence, or I'm going to have to put up some kind of a fence. We will see how that goes. I mean, he still has a while to learn, to protect and to, that to become his territory. But his name is Todd. I don't know if I told you all that. I'm going to name him Todd. And he's the sweetest thing ever. His mom is full-blooded Pyrenees, and the dad was a Labrador. He's a yellow lab. He does have the dew claws. So that tells me that his mom was a purebred, Pyrenees. But that's why we got a guard dog. Huh. And you're the cutest freaking thing ever. Yes, you are. Oh, I know. But that's why we got a guard dog. And maybe in his future, I may end up with a female. The same guy that I bought him from will have purebred Pyrenees puppies in about 6 months. And I'm thinking about getting, hey, that's my toe. I'm thinking about getting a female. That way later on I can breed him with a female. Hey. He's got a chewing problem right now, and it's either feet or shoes. Whatever he can get in his mouth. Hey, I need that sock back, buddy. And he's accommodated very well so far. He will go up to just anyone, so that's a good thing, you know. I want him to be friendly towards people, but not necessarily towards hawks and coyotes and, you know, stuff like that. So when he gets probably a little bit bigger, and I feel like his training is, you know, we're gonna, well, when I feel like he's ready for his own. Hey, stop! You're pulling me all the way over there. Can I have my sock, please? Apparently not. Okay. Anyways, whenever I feel like he is ready to be put in, in that area over there, that's when his training to me will be complete. So hopefully, you know, this ain't gonna take very long. He seems really smart. Hey, well, that's mine. Can't have that. All right. Apparently he can without a sock. But yeah, I was ready. I was ready for a guard dog. I've been wanting one for a while, especially, like I say, since that stuff that happened to us last year with all of my chickens. But I think he's going to do great. I really think he'll do great. Don't give me that, because you know what? Puppies tend to let go. Thank you. They tend to eat socks, and I can't afford a surgery for him right now. So, no, I don't care if you're crying. But anyways, yeah, that's why we got a guard dog. I'm very happy with him. Well, let's get back to our chicken fixing here. I know. We gotta wash our hands now. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I gotta find zip ties, because I don't know if I have any. If I don't have any, I had to put this project on hold for a second. Hey, whoa. This kit is supposed to come with zip ties. Oh, never mind. Okay, we do have zip ties. And we need this straw. So this kit comes with instructions for one. Hopefully y'all can see me. Let me bring y'all up here. It comes with instructions for one. You know, that's always a plus. Something comes with instructions. So you'll get this bag like this. It's a bag of bags. Comes with zip ties, and it comes with a couple of straws. I think it comes with like 2 straws. And I will demonstrate how that works here in just a second. So what you're going to do, and these are pretty big bags, so you're going to take this bag and you're going to put your chicken down in there. So we have this chicken, okay. I mean, typically you can tie these feet, you know, however if you wanted to tie everything together. I don't do that. I just stick it down in there. Like I say, I'm not a professional. These are going in my freezer, so I'm not too worried about it. So you'll put him down in there. Dadgummit, I would drop that. Wash that straw off. Okay. And then this part here, it's going to go down in the cavity. So hopefully y'all can see that. So it's going to go down in that cavity. And what you're going to do is you're going to bring this bag around it, like so, to where the straw is sticking out and the other end of the straw is down in that cavity. You're going to put your zip tie on there. Don't want to close your zip tie all the way off until you have it down. I mean, most of the way, and then whenever you get it out of the water, that's whenever you close it the rest of the way. So you don't tighten it too much on there. So now, what we're going to do, let me bring you this way, maybe you can see, whoa. Hopefully he won't knock off that. We're going to, that water should be hot enough. We're going to put it down in here. And it's got to go all the way in. I have that way too full. And it's supposed to shrink wrap the chicken. That's a big chicken, so hopefully, I haven't done this in a while, guys, so bear with me here. So it's supposed to shrink wrap the plastic around the chicken. Once you think you got it good and shrink wrapped, you pull it out, and then you tighten up your zip tie and you pull this out and you pull your zip tie. So that's not too shabby. And then if you got a label or something, you can put a label on it. I ain't got a label. I mean, it's chicken. Hey dude, you're gonna have to go over there because I don't want you to get burned. Yeah, I know, but Rocky's probably outside somewhere. You need to go find him. Like I said, I'm gonna keep one of these chickens out and we'll continue all over again. You gotta go find Rocky. You just continue the same steps. Typically it comes with 2 straws. I don't know where my other straw is. Not like I have 2 pots anyways, so. I like to try to squeeze some of the air already out of mine. And we're gonna put it down in there. And it ain't gonna be in there for very long. Oh, that's hot. Pull your zip tie. That one should have been in there a little bit longer. It's fine. Pull your zip tie. Actually, let me see if I can get it to do a little better than that. Now remember, I haven't done this in a while, so it's like starting all over from scratch. Don't like that it has that bubble. I don't know if there's water getting in there. Ow, that's hot. Okay. Pull it out, pull your straw out, pull the zip tie. I wonder if my water needs to be a little bit hotter than what I have it. Whoo, Nelly. I'm gonna bring that water back up. Whenever I got them all said and done, guys, I'll bring y'all back. There it is. I got everything packaged. I don't need to label these chickens, but everything is packaged, and I got one in the pot for cooking for dinner tonight. You know, nothing like growing your own fresh chicken. Like I say, I'd rather not do chicken, but that's fine. Everybody has, you know, everybody has their own preferences, but at least that's going to get us some meat in our freezer, and I don't have to buy it at the store. That saves a little bit of money in my pocket. And guys, that's what we have kind of, you know, happening on the homestead here lately. Springtime's coming. We're fixing to get very active in the things that we're doing. You know, stick around, wait for those gardening videos, because that's coming. I'm excited about the gardening videos, you know, and just, you know, kind of hang out with us and see where we're going, you know, on our homestead and, you know, our kind of journey in life. And we will catch y'all guys in the next one. God bless, and we'll see you later.